welcome back to Lessons Learned. I'm Sherry, and today we're going to do a little declutter, cleanup, organization thing if you want to hang out with me. There's just some weird stuff in this little area. See this little area right here? This was meant to be kind of like a little office area for the sewing room. But as you can see, it's not working too well. I also have these two bins up here. One says office supplies. It is office supplies, but it's a lot of other stuff too. And there's definitely no rhyme or reason to what's going on down in there. So Monday, I emptied this yo-yo bin, and it is empty. So I'm going to take those two bins and all of this mess right here over to the cutting table and sort through it and try to find some other way to organize this stuff and make it more like where I know where things are, more functional. I'm sure you have some area in your sewing room as well that's like this. I am in a she shed, shed outside of my house, so probably if you're in your home, you have these kinds of things in another place in your house. But I don't like going back and forth too much, so I have some stuff up here. So if you've got some odd, weird things like this in your sewing room, let's see what I come up with, and maybe it'll help you too. I'm going to take all these over to the cutting table, empty it out, see what we got, and try to reorganize it. Alright, here's what came out of that area over there. I haven't emptied it out yet. As far as these secondary bins here, everything's still in its place. I even had a clipboard there with some graph paper. And then from the house, I did bring in some file folders. I don't know if that's going to work. And some other things that I need in here. Some markers and pens and stuff that really belongs out here anyway. This was stuff from my closet in my bedroom. Which, yeah, I spent probably an hour going through 4 baskets inside of my closet that needed to be decluttered. So I've already been decluttering today. Let's see what we can come up with. I'm just going to put you on time lapse and let you watch me go through this stuff. This envelope was full of stickers and business cards, among other things. Some fabric labels, like this kind of stuff. I don't even remember what that's for. I'm going to throw that away. Some notes that I no longer need. Other sorts of labels I no longer need. So I'm just going to label this stickers, because we get stickers all the time. Sometimes people send me cool cards, and I'll stick these up on my She Who Sews. Let me show you. See that See Who Sews panel I did? It's a quilt. I put thank you cards and other notes and things up there that I want to keep. These are all the cards that I got inside of the Sew Yeah boxes. I'm going to keep these because they make really good template paper. Or, you know, anytime you need a template for something, if you cut out of these cards, they're just really good. So I'm going to keep those. This is my logo, thank you cards, business cards. I have this book. It's a calendar and health planner for 2023. I used it for a little while. I'm pitching it. No good to me now. Another sticker. Okay, so I have this coming together, and I would like to keep this in one of those areas over there, one of those 3 cubbies, even though it won't face the front because it's too wide. I do like it, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Some of the things that I use quite a bit, I'm also going to kind of put in here maybe. Nope, that won't fit very well. So I may do some file folders back here, and as you were probably noticing, I was going to reuse some of these cute ones and just put new labels on them, but I'm going to have to cut them down about 1/4 of an inch to fit, but I think it's worth it. So once I get this paper mess sorted out, I'll make some file folders in some appropriate categories. So I'm going to sit this over here, and then I didn't finish this mess though, did I? How am I going to do this? So somebody sent me some little tags from a swap, which I love, and they are kind of reusable, but will I reuse them? They look like this. I don't think I will. I have a little thing of twine that goes with mine here. There's some more. Will I use those? I just hate to throw things like this away. These ones are a little bent up. These ones not so much. I don't know. I can't decide. Let me just leave that there for a minute. These I can reuse. Either use the back side of them, or I think I can wash that off. Maybe. I don't have anything that says thread anymore, but I would like to reuse that label. I will reuse that because they're thick. So I have all of these new ones here, these used ones, and these new ones. Okay, the vacuum cleaner, that could go in my little cleaning bin. Whoops. Maybe I need to clean this too because it popped open. I don't even know how that goes back in there now. Great. Maybe it's like this. Yeah. I'm going to go put this in my cleaning bin. Tape. I have tape, and I have tape. 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 These are, this right here are these little hooks, these little command hooks. I have a different place where I have some of these over in my other drawer, so I'm going to put those in there. Proof that I have that. This is camera equipment that is, I think it might be broken. Oh yeah, I can throw this away now. These little hardware pieces, I think I'll take those back in the house and put them in my little toolbox that I have in the house garage. And then these are hooks that go on the wire that I have strung all the way across my room to hang quilts on, which doesn't work very well. But I hate them being on this cardboard, so I'm going to take those off. I'll put them in a little bag. Trash. I don't know what this little note thing is. I'm throwing that away. More screws for this hardware. This I want to keep. let's see. I think I need to get, probably should put this somewhere else. I will use that. Okay, so I have tape. I have a stapler. I have thumbtacks. I have these. And I have my screwdriver. I have a candle lighter. I have a emery board. Oh boy. This is all hardware. I'm going to go ahead and put all of this, even though it has to do with stuff in here, that goes to some camera equipment. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to take this to all this to my toolbox inside, because if I was looking for any of this, I would go there first anyway. I would not be rifling through the office supply bin. So that makes sense, doesn't it? Okay. Let's see. This is all trash. I don't know. I don't know. Bag of bags. Everybody has a bag of bags. You're not female if you don't have a bag of bags. So this is going out of here. The smart thing that would be to do with this is to hang them all up on that wire. But I just don't feel like getting up there today. We'll just wait. Okay, so all of these I'm going to, what am I going to do with them? I need another one of these. Ta-da! I happen to have an empty one. So let's get into our office here and put our things away. Let's see. Oh, that fits in there so good. It's the stapler. This tape I use for straight line stitching. This is for packing. And then these. See if I can get this stuff to fit in here good. This one. These. I don't want this in here. For some reason, I don't want that in there. I don't know why. but I don't. There's a screw. And then I always have a couple of lipsticks in here for when I film and I need to paint some lips on. So I'm just going to put those in with the pens. Okay, is that going to work? Is that all I need in here? Do I need to put these in here? I think I need to put these back in here. I think that's where I will look for them. There. So I have that pretty much done. Okay, these are going away. Going away. Now that's something from off the bottom of something. I'm going to hang on to that just for a second. And you know what? I don't think I can get this off of here. I could cover it up with something, I guess, but I'm not that ambitious on it right now. Okay, so I have my little office done. So let's go put that back. The yo-yos. I don't really have anything to put in there. I may put some fabric that's laying around in here. Maybe jelly rolls or something. They don't really have a place. I have one for pre-cuts already though. I'll think about that. Okay, so now I need to go through this stuff. Let me go ahead and put, well, no, I need to put my file folders in there. So I'm going to go through here. I have a few odds and ends still laying here. And before the end of this video, we will get this all squared away. I just have to think for a minute on that. So let's go ahead and go through this. Now, my husband and I, we have an LLC. And anytime we start a new business, we put it under that umbrella. So when we started Lessons Learned, that meant that we needed to put that under our LLC, but it still has its own name and has a Schedule C for tax returns and things like that. And since YouTube pays me, that's income. So I save all of my receipts for everything because I can deduct some of that stuff on my taxes. So that's why I have all this stuff. Most of you probably would just hang on to your receipt until you use the item or took it back and then just throw the receipt away. But I have to keep all this stuff. So what I'm going to be doing is going through and separating out anything 2023, no matter what it is, and just put that in a pile for now. And then anything else for 2024, I'm going to make some new file folders for, so that I can be more organized for 2024 taxes. Okay, so here we go. So I went through all my receipts, and I've only bought 2 things this month, and it wasn't fabric. It was a cart to roll around my long arm, and the covered button for my duster. The covered button set that I had to get to finish the button. That's all I've bought this year. Yay! Proof! Proof is in the pudding. Proof is in the receipts. I only have 2 receipts. So, I ended up with all of this, which is not going back anywhere here. I will need to take this inside and start working on it for taxes for 2023. So that's going inside. So here's what I brought in to work with. I have some of these that are old. I kind of like this one and this one. And I think what I had the most of was I had postage, I had like office supplies, and I had fabric and notions. So I don't have to necessarily split those out, but I probably should. So I probably need 3 of these. So I think I will repurpose these. Let me get one that has one in the middle. This one will work. Let me see. Nope, those 2 are always going to be on top of each other. So I won't use that one. I'll use this one. And I'll relabel them on here somehow. That one's beat up. Let's see if I have another one. This one's a little better. So if I cut those down a little bit on each side, like 1/8 of an inch, they will fit down in here, and then my receipts will go in there. So I think I'll make those 3 categories. So I also have, take this back in, I don't need these. I have some like owner's manual type stuff. I'll stick these here so I don't lose them. I have some notes and cards that I need to put on my board over here. And then rename those folders. So I'm going to do that, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and trim down these file folders until they fit. I'm just eyeballing it. I'm taking 1/8 off of each side. And there we have it. Perfect. So I need to take 1/8 off of each side. Okay, so I only have 2 receipts, and they are notions and furniture. So I'm going to call it, I'm going to call this one Fabric and Notions. I don't know why receipts have to be so long. I'll take some of it off. Put that in there. And then, well, is it going to fit? And then this one I will call Furniture and Equipment. Fern and Equip. Goes in there. And then this one will be called Postage. And I do have a lot of postage because when I sell stuff on eBay, Etsy, I have to send it out. So I end up having that category. And sometimes I go to the post office and I have a physical receipt. So there it is. There it is. I'm gonna go put this back in its place. Alright, here's what I have left. I have those hooks that go on that wire. I'm not going to crawl up there today, but I'm going to leave them out as something to be done. And then that'll have a place. And then this little foot, I don't know what it goes to. I've looked everywhere to see where that might fit. I don't know. It might just get chucked. Now, let's go over to the little office area. This is not the office area, but I wanted to show you that I hung up my clipboard with my graph paper on it, and it's next to all the colored pencils, so that makes sense, doesn't it? And here we are. This looks better, doesn't it? Okay, let's take a tour. Office supplies. Much better, much more organized. Only office supplies and a few little tools in there. This bin I made next project, so that will only have one project in it, and it will be the Anne of Green Gables. So that gets put away. That was sitting right there before, so that's got a place now. And then down here, this is empty, but I just went ahead and kept it there. And then my little paper stationery filing system is there. This is not perfect, but I think, you know, like things together is going to work. And I can just slide that in and out as I need it. So I hope you enjoyed this little declutter and chatting and organizing with me. And I was hoping to do another area, but maybe that will be another video, because these things seem to take way longer than you think. Alright, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you on Finish It Friday.